Benj is your average low-profile nerdy teenager who is excited to get into the new phase of his life while stepping into high school. His main aim is to become cool enough to ask out his sister Alyssa's best friend Bailey. However, it is embarrassing that he practices kissing his mirror for the day he finally gets with Bailey. Alyssa is self-obsessing over her new nose while bullying Benj for being lame when Bailey comes in. His crush on her is clear, but fortunately, he knows how to not embarrass himself in front of her. When the girls get to know that Benj's carpool is Adam Rubin's, aka Ruby, and burst out laughing because he's the worst person in the entire school. Benj has to wait outside for a while before Ruby pulls up, almost running him over. While eating and driving like an animal, Ruby takes Benj to school. On the other hand, Connor and Eddie are commuting on the bus as Eddie talks about his mom's step-boyfriend Dennis being a pain for him. Both of them are even bigger loser versions of Benj. Then comes Dana Kush, the younger brother of Kayvon Kush, better known as the cool guy Kush in high school. Kayvon refuses to let Dana use the name Kush for himself because he wants Dana to be cool rather than desperate first. Dana brags about throwing the party with his brother, but his friends know it's mainly his brother throwing the party. He invites them to the party as the only freshman to be there. Benj tells them he wants to ask out Bailey because a conversation with her during the summer break gave the vibe that he stands a chance. The guys see Katrina Ariana, the hottest girl in school, and then they meet Studebaker, the chemistry teacher who looks like the high school kid who grew up physically but never matured mentally. While going back, Adam forces Benj to come with him to the skating rink and scam some guys into thinking the vitamin D tablets are ecstasy tablets. The two luckily get through this one, with Benj reluctantly following along with Adam. Studebaker is even invited by the kids to the party since he's the cool teacher. Dana invites Alyssa and Bailey, who are already invited since it's Kayvon's party. Eddie and Connor try to bail out of the party because rumors have it that the party is going to be wild and Kayvon plans on punching someone just for fun. However, Benj reminds them that this is their only chance to be cool and climb up the social ladder among seniors. As the weekend appears, the three of them enter Dana's house, only for Dana to tell them that his brother restricted him to only have one loser friend at his party. The three are offended, but Benj tells the others that he needs to be there since this might be his only way to make a move on Bailey. The two of them walk out, being glad since they already had second thoughts. Dana takes Benj to the camera room, showing him how he plans on keeping a view of all the girls in the party till he finds one that he can fake a meet-cute with, and then make out with so he can prove himself to his brother. Benj calls it borderline stalker behavior, but Dana manipulates him into thinking that this is going to help him with Bailey as well. At Eddie's house, Connor is offended by what Dana did and wants to prove they are cool too. He manages to convince Eddie after Eddie gets annoyed with Dennis's unhinged behavior. Connor decides they should take Dennis's Tesla out for a drive by convincing Eddie that he has a permit. At the party, Benj gets frustrated with just sitting in the camera room till he sees Bailey and decides to go out. However, Alyssa doesn't let him stay with Bailey for long and takes her, leaving him stranded at a joyous party. Connor and Eddie post their video of wildly enjoying ice cream in an electric car, thinking they're wilding. Connor suggests they should drive to the party in this car to show they're not worthless nobodies and convinces Eddie to do it. Benj spends some time alone till he decides to go look for Bailey. On the other hand, Studebaker is at the party even though he is having second thoughts about it and decides that messing with alcohol in chemical terms is teaching the students some worthy stuff. The worthy stuff is a new combination of drinks. Connor and Eddie drive to the party, but are weirded out by how gross everyone is being around. They see Katrina completely wasted and being carried by her two friends, only for the friends to assume that they are the Uber for Katrina. Putting her in the car, the two of them leave. They try telling Katrina that they aren't her Uber, but Katrina's unhinged attitude makes them drive her to Taco Bell. Benj is looking for Bailey when Dana starts messing with him through the cameras. He finally tells Benj that Bailey is leaving so he should stop her. Benj rushes to Bailey and stops her, reminding her she promised to have a beer with him during the summer. Bailey decides to stay for a while. Alyssa goes up to Nicole telling her she fixed her nose, assuming her looks are why Nicole left her for someone. Nicole gives her a reality check that she is mean and a bully, and her looks are fine but her insides are gross. Dana has finally pinpointed the girl he's going to pursue. Seeing she wants to use the bathroom, he makes an excuse that the bathroom is out of order, and when everyone leaves, he decides to take her to use another out-of-bounds bathroom. Katrina is eating a heavy amount of food, making the guys be grossed out of her. Right now, she's far from the beauty everyone fawns over and looks like an animal. Before telling them her address, she passes out. Checking her ID, they find her address. Studebaker is busy getting wasted and high by mixing stuff just to be the cool guy for the students. No wonder he's loved by the kids. After she's free from the bathroom, Dana smoothly shows her the basement, taking her to the spa room they have. His plan is smooth to have the door locked and then make both of them check for service and not find it. He should be an actor. Connor is driving towards Katrina's house when the car starts smelling very foul. They have to put their heads out of the windows to breathe before Eddie turns to Katrina to tell her to have some decency. However, it's not just foul farting. The dope chick of the school has taken a heavy dump in their car while being passed out. The panic between Eddie and Connor makes Connor almost crash the car. The wild swiveling and managing not to crash would have been commendable driving by Connor if it wouldn't have caused the shit to fly all over the place. Dana smoothly coaxes the girl into getting a massage from him. Benj and Bailey get into a conversation that leads to Benj confessing to having a crush on someone and fearing she might not like him back. But Bailey tells him maybe she does. They are about to kiss when Studebaker decides to create flames from his mouth and catches himself on fire. Connor wants to abandon Katrina, but Eddie doesn't want to leave her stranded in that poor state. As this commotion settles, the guys that Adam scanned from the skating rink come for them. Adam blames Benj but gets punched down. Kayvon saves Benj and calls a truce with the guys, but Adam's stupid decisions lead a fight to break out. Also, the breaking of Alyssa's newly done nose. Bailey drags Benj away as the big guy's out and kisses him in the room, but he's too shy to make out. She tells him it'll be weird to be public about this, but the two are chill about it. Causing a stir in the party unexpectedly gets Benj's approval from the seniors. As the party's in full swing, Connor and Eddie wash up themselves, Katrina, and the car thoroughly before putting her to bed and resting on the beanbag. Dana manages to have a bath in the hot tub. However, while he's grabbing drinks for her, he slips and breaks his collarbone. Being miserable, Dana confesses having the keys in his pocket all this while, so the girl leaves him there in anger. A senior, Jeff, manipulates Benj to take a whiff of coke from a girl's stomach. This is noticed by Bailey, and then Jeff confesses fooling around with him and giving him ketamine, stuff for animals. However, Benj is high and immobilized for the rest of the party till the cops show up and still find him on the couch with hideous drawings on his face. Alyssa and Dana meet in the hospital. Dana has realized his messy ways and consoles Alyssa on her self-doubts. Benj and Alyssa get an earful from their mother. After she leaves, Alyssa tells Benj to rather be himself than mess things up, and that there might be a chance he can make up with Bailey. Katrina wakes up and panics about the guys and her change of clothes till she recalls last night and runs away ashamed even though the boys are consoling her. On the next school day, Dana meets the two guys talking about how he's done trying too hard. But when Connor and Eddie are called up by Katrina and made to sit with her as she introduces them to her friends, Dana is left alone as a consequence of his previous attitude. As the assembly goes on, Benj comes up with an announcement too. Bailey and Alyssa are ashamed as he messes things with Bailey in front of everyone and then starts singing for her. Everyone starts vibing with him, but when his song ends and he asks Bailey out in front of everyone, she rejects him right away, making him look like a clown. As people disperse and his friends console him, Benj sees Bailey look back from the door and wink at him, telling him it was all just a show for the public.